Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the SOULKATION podcast. I'm your host, Logan Renee. This show on YouTube, as well as the podcast apps, is all about how do you create consistent freedom, purpose, peace in your life, self-love in your daily life. Like, how do you create that? So today, we're going to talk about a hot topic. Might step on some toes, but it's the truth. The cure from being a side chick. And this is part one. I'm going to do a part two to it because I couldn't get everything in one episode, child. Just in case you missed it, make sure you go back and listen to the curse of being a side chick. Here's a couple snippets from that. If you stay in a situationship, because that's what it is, all you'll ever have, honestly, is a replay of secret meetups as memories that you 9 times out of 10 can't share with anybody. You can't call when you want. You can never get his undivided attention. You're probably like number 7 on his list of priorities. You know what I'm saying? And selfishness and deception are the foundation of your relationship. You know, I talked about that in part 1. And make sure you go back and listen, because I talk about how easily you can find yourself in a trap, no matter how educated you are, how sweet you are, how many scriptures you read, how many cute quotes you done liked on Instagram. There are things you should look out for, so you won't find yourself in that situation, because the sweetest, most innocent, kindest people find themselves in the trap. And it doesn't take that much. You know, it's one text message here, it's one meetup there, that gets you in a whole lifetime achievement award of stuff you gotta pull yourself out of. Anyway, number 1 out of the gate, the first cure would be is watching out for what you engage with. The first cure is, or what happens if you engage. This is what happens. Instant gratification will end up breaking your heart. If you engage with the person, the instant gratification or the joy or the attention that you get, it's going to end up breaking your heart, because the immediate fix of attention and date nights and phone calls and you cute and I like your shirt, all of that is going to lead to a season of repairing. And nobody knows the timestamp on how long it takes to prepare a broken heart. There's some stuff that I know me, myself, clients, friends it's been years of repair work that has had to happen to get us to a place of seeing ourselves as whole, seeing ourselves as complete, seeing ourselves as enough. And it takes a while to rebuild self-esteem, especially if it was knocked down continuously. It takes a while. So instead of getting yourself caught up in that, it's like, hey, this immediate fix of attention is not a safe place, you know? And the truth is, the completeness that you're looking for is found in the heart that you're ignoring. The completeness that you're looking for can be found in the heart that you're ignoring. Your wholeness will only be found in the heart that you have to either repair or build up. Wholeness has to be repaired if you were whole, or it has to be built up. Wholeness has to be built up every single day. And it's just a reminder of who you are. That's what wholeness is. I know who I am, and that's the definition I walk in. A lot of people say just be confident. Confident is not the whole story. You have to be wholefident. Wholeness is wholeness and confidence in a marriage. Wholeness is, I know that I'm enough. I know that I'm special. I know that I'm a multi-purpose masterpiece. I know that I'm chosen, that I'm called, that I have a destiny, that I have a purpose for being here, that I'm set aside, that I'm set apart, that there's nobody else like me, you know, that I'm God's best idea. That's wholeness. Those are definitions that you take on as an identity, and that's what you walk in. And you only can walk in confidence if you know who you are. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day, child. But wholeness will be found in the heart that you have to repair or build up. And instant gratification will definitely end up breaking your heart. Number 2 is, multiple people are going to get hurt. If you engage, multiple people are going to get hurt. And my question always is in the back of my head, why does this person have to hurt multiple people just to figure out himself? Because that's really what's going on. He's going to hurt multiple people because he's trying to figure out something within himself. You know, he already committed to somebody else. He already in covenant with somebody else. And in the process, he's hurting other people. And everybody attached to both of you, honestly, is gonna eventually get hurt. Whether it's the wife or the kids or the grandma or the friends that end up getting involved. And child, who gonna get fluffy? You know, if they end up separating, who gonna get fluffy? Everybody love fluff. You know, the dog gotta find a house to go live in. You know, he don't even live in the same house no more. He confused. He don't got no routine no more. He used to walk down the street. You know, then he like, I gotta find another street. Child, what I know to be true is whatever he's trying to figure out, you are not the solution. You're not the solution. No matter what's going on, how bad she is, what he's saying, she don't clean up. Child, you ain't the solution to their house being dirty. You are not the solution, no matter what he say. Number 3 is when you take on the identity of being a secret, you take on the identity of feeling less than and unworthy. When you take on the identity of being a secret, you take on the identity of feeling less than and unworthy. This is what happens when you engage. And for some reason, unknowingly in your subconscious mind, what's going on is a conversation just saying, I'm not enough. So I have to do exit. I have to overcompensate. I got to learn how to cook. You know, I got to tell all these funny jokes. I got to find interesting conversations and topics to talk about. I got to dress up. I got to put on lingerie. You got to do way more, honestly, than his wife, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to keep a person that you're now obsessed with. You know, it turns to a level of insecurity that you don't even recognize. And then you look up and it's like, how did I get here, child? What happened? You know, you end up overcompensating. And it's a level of insecurity that you probably never, ever had in your life before. You know, you were a beautiful woman, confident, successful, and you just find yourself not doing your work, not writing on your blog, not starting the brand or the business that you wanted to, not finishing in your journal, not reading like you used to be, not going to the gym. You just find yourself not being yourself at all because your life has become the obsession of trying to stay in his life. And of course, that's never a safe place to be. So how do you guard yourself from the trap, child? Amy in the chat is gone. Okay. Opening up about how you feel. Child, this is the first step of don't do, okay? This is how you guard yourself. If you lose your favorite flip-flops in Florida, don't tell them. Don't tell them. I'm just playing. You can tell them about the flip-flops. But nothing personal. If it's a coworker or, you know, somebody that you're going to work with, you know, a videographer or somebody you're going to have to keep working with, you know, continuously, just don't, or consider, I don't want to tell you what to do. Consider not sharing intimate things about yourself or vulnerable because it's going to show your vulnerability. Don't tell them the last time you had a man, last time you were intimate with somebody, you know, your mama's favorite flowers, just personal stuff that anything you would tell your man, don't tell him. Pretend like you're talking to a brother or a cousin. If you would be super non-detailed with your cousins or your brother, be the same way with him. Look, put your uncle face on his face, you know. You ain't gonna tell your uncle all that stuff. So put your uncle face right there and be like, yeah, unc. Yeah, this is what happened at work today. You know, I ate a sandwich and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And I say this because when you're opening up, what you're really doing is opening up your heart. You really are. And he's learning you. And it doesn't take much for a man to enter our heart as women. It doesn't take much. As strong as we are, child, you know, a compliment here, a compliment there. It really doesn't take much. Especially if he start remembering stuff you say, remembering like your favorite candy and your siblings' names and all this stuff is going to start tying to your heart that you will eventually have to cut loose. And it'll be hard to cut loose because you're now tied to that person. But don't give that person that much background information about you so there is no tie. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Wish y'all could talk back to me, but you can't. Anyway, number 2, engagement on any level. How you guard yourself is the engagement level that you stay on or don't stay on. Y'all, what I laugh at is when I see a man posting a picture or a video talking about something, this is my rib, this is my left cheek, This my world, my cover girl. And 2 minutes later, 10 minutes later, he in somebody's DMs. I mean, this has been from clients, friends, co-workers. Like, I've heard this, I don't know how many times. I've experienced this. Like, Sway, you just posted a woman. You just bought her a bear and a tennis shoe. Why are you in my DMs? It's disrespectful. It is disrespectful. But when I see that he's married or something on social media, I don't respond. You can miss me. When I say I dodge people quick, what? Like, I dodge them all, okay? We don't need to talk. We don't need to hang out. We don't need to DM each other. For what? At this stage, this age, I'm ducking and dodging all these children. Look like you got a wife. What's your name? Nothing. Nobody. Crystal. Whatever you need to help you sleep tonight. Just, you have to guard how much you engage. Even if they send you heart eyes on your picture, you don't have to respond. You don't owe anybody anything. You don't owe them anything. It's not being mean. It's protecting your heart. And as strong as we are as women, I think that scripture was for us. Guard your heart. I think he wrote that for us. He ain't write that for nobody else. Because these men out here don't be worried. A compliment or two, it just does something to us. So you really have to protect yourself. Number 3, buying into compliments. Tony Gaskin says that men will study a woman. And if he is studying you, he knows what compliments are going to pull on your heart. And this is what I've learned. There is always an agenda tied to a consistent compliment that's coming from a married man. There's an agenda. Oh, your hair look good. Your makeup pretty. Dang, where you get them shoes from? The store. Okay? There's always a secret agenda tied to a consistent compliment. I'm not saying one time out of the year, but every day, Sway. Dang, you smelling good today. Sweetie, I smell good every day. Sit down and try tomorrow. Stop. If he is studying you, then it's your job to make sure he flunks. If he is studying you, it is your job to make sure he does not pass the test, that he makes an F on the assignment, honey, that he walks away with the loss, okay? Because he's trying to see if he can win and he can conquer. Guard yourself, Sway. Guard yourself. Quick recap, okay? This is what's going to happen if you engage. Instant gratification is going to lead you to a broken heart that you're responsible for repairing. You're responsible for rebuilding. You can't keep wholeness and brokenness in the same heart. You're whole or you choose to be broken. Wholeness is a choice. It's a level of acceptance, of seeing yourself as a woman who is more than enough, and a woman who's not going to stand for just a text, just dinner, just attention, just a date night. Multiple people are going to get hurt. If you engage, multiple people are going to get hurt. We just talked about Fluffy. Who going to get the dog? Okay? Because if they split up, Fluffy got to go find somewhere to live. And Fluffy was comfortable. Okay? Number 3 is you end up becoming way more insecure than you ever were before. Because now you're holding on to him, praying, hoping, wishing he don't leave you. When at first it was, I'm running this. He not trying to play me. I got this. I'm calling all the shots. When the truth is, if he do decide to dip out, ghost you, block you, not talk to you no more, and he start posting all these pictures of them in Dubai and Bali and having a great time, it's going to break your heart. So how you guard yourself is be cautious of how much you open up. Not being sucked in by the compliments or the praises, and engaging with him consistently. Like, not meeting up. Like, what's the point of meeting up? Is your wife coming? She got it too, and what I do, honestly, especially with my friend guys who have spouses, I'm like, invite her, like, let's all hang. This could be a group thing. I don't mind. She cool. You chose. So clearly she got a little personality. We can play a little Uno, this could be a group thing. There's no need for us to hang out one-on-one. all of my friend guys that are married, I'm cool with their girlfriends or cool with their fiancés or wives. Like, we can all hang out, child, you know, keep it copacetic. And if it has to, y'all, my mentor got me together one time because I started playing golf, and she was just like, there's no need to hang out, you know, with a group of married men just to learn golf. Like, there are women that play. Like, don't put yourself in intimate settings with people, even if it starts off casual. She was like, there's nothing going on, but you don't want to get to a place where there is something going on. She was like, the wisest thing for you to do is, even if there's nothing about to pop off, keep yourself guarded from foolishness, because it doesn't take much, y'all. It does not take much. Anyway, thank you all for tuning into the SOULKATION podcast. I am super, super grateful for all the feedback and the love that I'm getting. Make sure you share this episode with a friend. If you're on the podcast apps, rate this show 5 stars and leave a review. If you're on YouTube, make sure you give me a thumbs up, as well as leave a comment on the video. And I will catch you all on the next episode of the SOULKATION podcast.